Well, happening tonight, you can hear from Emmy-winning broadcaster and actress Jayne Kennedy, perhaps best known for her groundbreaking work from 1978 to 1980 on the NFL Today. She's an icon and trailblazer in every sense of the word. She was the first black woman to win Miss Ohio USA and the only woman to host the longest-running syndicated television show, Greatest Sports Legends. You can now read all about her journey in her new memoir, Plain Jane. But before she takes the stage at the Gill Theater tonight, we welcome her right here to KCRA. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
And I am just totally fangirling here and super excited to meet you for sure. But we want to dive in. So you have really broken so many barriers, of course, in broadcasting and entertainment. How does this book reflect your journey?
Oh my God, great question. Well, the book took 25 years to write, so my journey has been a long time. Starting in actually, I started my professional career in the year 1968. So when I was still in high school, and I was modeling, and it was there that I met Shirley Chisholm. And became inspired to become a politician. And then eventually got bitten by the acting bug and moved to Los Angeles. So it's been a journey.
Was there a moment in your career and on that journey that you didn't include in the book?
Oh, a lot, yes. As a matter of fact, when Disney first signed me, they said, well, you know you're going to have to write 375 pages. I said, oh, great, I've already written 875.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
And I'm still writing.
Yes.
So, yes, I had to take a lot out.
Yeah.
In a lot, I had to just minimize, whereas I had a whole chapter. Now it's 2 or 3 sentences, or maybe a paragraph, which was hard for me.
What would you tell the younger Jayne Kennedy now?
Keep dreaming. You know, I always thought that I had big dreams. I always wondered where I was going to end up. I would sit at home and I would listen to the B&O Railroad pass my window. We lived on the shores of Lake Erie in Ohio. And so all of these magical places were running through my mind, and I always thought, what am I going to do with my life? And my grandma used to say, you let Fancy Prancy go and do anything she wants to say. If she wants to be, because I used to tell everybody I want to be a movie star at 5 years old. If she wants to be a movie star, you go ahead, Fancy Prancy. And I thought that was amazing. But you know, I changed so many trajectories in my life, even when I came to California, because it was almost impossible to just be an actress. Roles would come maybe once every 5 years. So you had to do something else. So I was a singer, dancer, model. And so when the opportunity to become a sports broadcaster, that wasn't a novelty for me. That particular job was new because I'd never done anything like that. But it wasn't new to me to branch out and do as much as I can.
Yeah. Tell me about the conversation that'll happen tonight. What is it that you really want, first of all, people that read the book and people that are there tonight, what do you want them to most take away?
I would like for people to take away, and I'm going to say this right into the camera, I would love for people to take away the idea that you're not done yet, which is the name of my new company. And I believe with all my heart that there is never an ending. There's always a door that can open. And no matter what you do in life, there's always something. It may not be grand, but it may be what your heart desires, and it may be something that you've always wanted to do. Just be able to take that step, take the challenge, and go ahead and forge on. And so, you know, like so many times for African-American women, it was very difficult because not only were you an African-American, but you were always a woman as well. And so, you know, there were so many stones in your stepping stones and hurdles that were in your way. And so I've always believed that I would let nothing stop me. And that is hopefully the message that comes forward in the book.
Well, let me just say thank you for paving the way for people like me to have this opportunity. And speaking of you're not done yet, what's next for you after this book?
I have a fragrance that is out now. It's called Jayne Kennedy Sun and Jayne Kennedy Moon. And I created it to mimic who I am as a person. So my mother grew up on a tobacco farm, so there are essence of tobacco leaves within it. I was so impressed when I first landed in Egypt, and I felt roots just springing from my feet, and I finally felt like I belonged somewhere. So there's frankincense and myrrh and Egyptian opals, which is my birthstone. And so there's so many things that I incorporated into the fragrance, and I hope it's 100% organic. It's for male and female, so I hope you enjoy that. But then I'm also looking at, I can't say with whom, but a major personality that I know you would all know, and we're having a meeting just next week to develop a biopic of my book.
That'll be fantastic.
Yes,
we will look forward to that.
Yes.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being here with us. And for our viewers, the Oak Park Speaker Series takes place at the Gill Theater tonight from 6 to 7:30 p.m. General admission is $35. There will be a special reception at the Oak Park Brewery following the event, so you can meet Miss Jayne Kennedy yourself.